Hello, in this lesson, I want you to solve and graph compound inequalities that have absolute values. Remember, when absolute value, the number inside could be that number or it could be the opposite of that number. So if you have an absolute value that's less than b, it's between negative b and b. It's and, less than. That's how you remember it. If it's greater than, it's greater than the number, or it's less than the opposite of the number. So it's greater. We use or with a greater than sign. We always flip the inequality. So you could say negative b is less than a and a is less than b, or the opposite of b. So if we take a look at question number 1, I notice that has a less than sign. So I'm going to put it in between. So m plus 2 is between 11 and negative 11. And I notice that negative 11 is less than 11. That's why I use my less than sign. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 to both sides, or in this case, all 3 sides. So negative 11 plus 2 is negative 9, which is less than m, which is less than 11 plus 2 is 13. I'm kind of sick there. Okay. Now, so on my number line, I want to make sure I have negative 9 and 13. And since we're shading between those two, I'm going to put an open circle on each because it's just less than. I'm going to shade in between them. So any number from negative 9 to 13 would be a solution to this inequality. Let's take a look at example 2 here. We'll kind of do the same thing, except can the absolute value be negative? No, it can't be. So this one, there is no solution. You can't find a number that's less than negative 2 for absolute value, because it means that the distance from 0 is less than negative 2, and distance can't be negative. So there's no solution on that. Don't just assume the opposite all the time. You have to make sure absolute value makes sense.